Welcome back to RCR Wireless. We are inside the Commscope booth now with Philip Sorrells. Philip, I think we're going to start off by talking a little bit about your backhaul solutions.
Right. So in our backhaul area, we've developed a new service that comes out of our Comsearch division, and it's aimed at frequency auctions. So I talked earlier about network modernization and the need to add new technologies, new frequencies. Well, a huge industry issue today is how do we implement new frequencies into the existing cell sites? And a big part of that is the operators have to participate in an auction process, buy that frequency, clear all the pre-existing users, and make sure the frequency is actually clear and available for use in their networks. It's a really complex process. Our Comsearch division has announced this week a new service that we're bringing to the market where we pre-analyze the ecosystem, look at what potential interferers there are with that frequency band, and then we provide that as a service to the operator. So as they're formulating a strategy for how to acquire new spectrum or how to use that spectrum, they have a little upfront engineering analysis to go with it. So we're really excited about that. I think it'll be a big benefit to the operator community and help them through that whole auction process a lot more effectively.
Well, we definitely have a lot of auctions coming up.
We really do.
Very, very timely.
Yeah.
All right, and but you said you want to talk a little bit about backhaul specifically.
Well, actually, the next thing I want to talk about is network modernization for outdoor cell sites. Last year at Mobile World Congress, we introduced what we call the SiteRise standard interface. And I'd just like to do just a little update of our whole concept of the standard interface and SiteRise. Virtually every new technology is being implemented with radio head at the top of the tower. And when you put the radio at the top of the tower, it introduces complexity, weight, wind load considerations. And the top of the tower is really one of the most complex places to work because it's easy to make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, it's one of the most expensive places in the world to go fix that mistake. So we spent the last couple of years really thinking through how to build the top of the tower so that you do it in a way that reduces errors, you do it in a way that speeds up the implementation, and ultimately you do it in a way that's plug and play at the top of the tower. So our SiteRise concept takes our very best technology. This is our ultra wideband antenna system. This particular antenna has 6 different ports. You can launch 3 or 4 different technologies out of one antenna. So it really provides a lot of capacity, a lot of utility for operators. The radio system that we've envisioned here uses what we call the standard interface. And the basic idea is we've designed a system where we can interface to virtually any radio through a kit today, where the installer basically mounts the radio into this antenna rail, and then it plugs in place, directly in place on the tower. Simplifies the connection, reduces the amount of opportunities for mistakes to be made, simplifies the plumbing, and we believe that will take the time that is spent at the top of the tower down about 40%. So if you have less time on the tower, guess what you have less time to do? Make mistakes. And that really is the whole goal of our SiteRise solution and our standard interface concept. So today we have that in trial conditions with a couple of different operators, one in Asia, one in North America. And as we announced at Mobile World Congress last year, we are providing the standard interface technology to basically any radio OEM, any antenna OEM that would like to use that interface, because we really believe that that kind of smart connector, smart integration of technologies will really form a path forward for operators to add new technologies in the future.
And this is more a replacement solution, not a supplement.
Right, that's exactly right. This replaces the old way of building tower tops where you would put the antenna and then mount the radios separately and run cables to the antennas and have a lot of manual work.
How much does it weigh?
This assembly weighs probably 400 pounds, but this assembly weighs actually less than it would weigh on the tower using the old method. So we've actually been able to take weight out, and even more importantly, a key factor on cell towers is wind load. So because we're able to mount all this behind the antenna face, we reduced the frontal wind load by over 30%. And that really, really makes a big, big impact on the way cell towers are loaded and specified.
All right, Philip Sorrells from Commscope. Thanks a lot.
Fantastic.